Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Hi guys, thanks for joining us again on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita, I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm Black Red Square, and we're there one more time. You don't know, another brand spanking new episode of the Music and Marriage podcast. Give thanks for joining us.
How this shit out there on the streets? You forgot that? Come on now.
Give thanks for joining us. You said it. Thanks for backing it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, big up on yourself. Give thanks for joining us. You know, one more brand spanking new episode. The last episode was fire. I ain't gonna lie. Give thanks for watching. You know, give thanks for commenting. Andre, big up yourself. You know the thing go. You know, we really appreciate it. Always support the thing.
Yes, big up yourself, Andre.
If you're not in tune with what's going on, make sure you go get in tune. You see me I say? We have the podcast on.
If you're new over here and you're just joining us, we thank you for your viewership. We thank you for joining us. We thank you for stopping by, just listen to what we got to say and hear the reasoning.
Yes.
Also, if you are listening on any streaming platforms, please go over to YouTube and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Amlak Red Square Official. Yes. So that's spelled AMLAKREDSQUARE Official on YouTube. And if you are watching us on YouTube, please go over to a streaming platform, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, anywhere podcasts are available. Please make sure you go over there and follow our page. Also, please go over to our IG and follow us on IG Music and A&D Marriage Podcast. Also, you can follow my personal page at Nikki_Gordon718.
And you can follow me at Amlak Red Square. So it's AMLAKREDSQUARE on all platforms, across all platforms. Just check we out, you know what I mean? Today, big up our sponsors, Simply Rose Craft. She's on IG at Simply Rose Craft. Make sure you go follow up, you know what I mean, for all your decorations, indoor, outdoors, for all your graphic tees. You know what I mean? Make sure you check out Simply Rose. She does our merch.
And my shirt that I have on tonight.
So, you know the thing. If you need your merch done, Simply Rose Craft. Make sure to check her out. You know what I mean?
Yes. Big up yourself, Keish and Rose.
Yeah, definitely.
Make sure you guys go over to their IG page and follow them. Hope everyone is doing well right now. The third wave of Corona is here, hitting the place all over the place.
Yeah.
Back to school time. All the kids that are going out this year, guidance.
Most definitely.
Blessings unto you all.
Big up to the ones them where I do the homeschooling, same way the parents them where I find the time to make sure so them youths them are,
do
get
the
lessons
have to do
that
and
they
learn. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Even if they're not able to be at school face to face, you're still putting in that time and that effort to make sure your child is, well educated.
Yeah.
And education does not stop at school. It continues at home as well. So parents need to always remember that. You don't always send your child to school just to get educated. They need to be educated at home as well. So make sure you guys remember that.
Most definitely.
So what's going on? How you been? Anything
I'm just
new?
Here. Honestly,
hold on. Can we talk about the new song that you're working on?
New song? Which one? I'm working on many new tracks.
Yeah, but the one that we was in the studio the other day.
So we got Portland the other day, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we went to Portland the other day. Actually, it was a good experience for me, and us, to actually take the kids out, to go see the countryside, what I mean?
To see Daddy at work.
Yeah, I don't think. Well, I think they've actually seen me
They've seen you perform, but not in the studio setting. They see you at the home studio, but not at an outdoor studio setting with, actual producer and all of that there.
Yeah.
So
it was kind of an experience for them as well. And you as well, because I don't think it's... I think that's probably the first time seeing the...
It's my first actual studio in session kind of vibe.
So Prosperity Begins.
I'm tell
You know, that is one of the tracks, you know, and yeah, man, it's a good vibe, you know. Make sure to stay tuned for that. It's coming real soon.
Real soon.
You know what I mean?
Works Production. I think that's the producer.
Works.
I think so.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah.
But the producer is actually a friend of my dad. Seeing and you don't know, once the connection that was made, you know, we have to follow through and make sure say, you know, the thing solid. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So big up yourself, Posey. Big song, bad song. Wait on it, you know what I mean?
It's gonna be a problem.
Also, birthdays, because it's my son, Earth Strong, as well as mine, and our wedding anniversary is coming up. You know, that's
like,
all
I can't believe
1 day.
it's 20 years we've been together.
Yeah,
like that.
What do you mean you can't believe?
I can't believe.
You didn't expect something different?
Maybe somewhat, but just the fact that like I'm sitting here thinking about it, like this is the 20th birthday I'm spending with you. That shit is crazy to me when you really sit down and think about it. I didn't really. You could probably say I didn't really expect it.
It sounds like it. It definitely sounds like that, you know what I mean? It sounds like that, but I guess.
Yeah, I didn't really expect it. 20 is a lot.
Honesty is the best policy, I guess.
You know me already.
Mm-hmm.
But 20 is a big milestone, is a big deal. So, you know,
Definitely.
I never really thought about it like that. Remember, we're still young. I'm only 35, like, you know.
Definitely.
So, to be with someone for 20 years, it's kind of like...
It's a big deal.
It's a big deal. So this year, the 20th anniversary, this year is kind of... 20 years we've been together, and it's going to be 11 years that we've been married.
Yes. It's a big deal this year.
Yeah.
So we're going to celebrate differently.
Yeah.
This year, you know. We're going to take the show on the road.
Usually we try to stay homebound.
You've taken the show on the road already before.
We've done, but this year...
Have we done Vegas? Did we do Vegas for our birthday or something?
We've done Vegas a couple times. We've taken the birthday anniversary on the road, but this year I think it's just a little bit more special because it's 20 years that we've been together.
My memory is not that great. She has the elephant's memory.
But I bet if you ask him about one of them girl, him can tell us, yeah, rope, right?
Maybe.
Bruh, don't play with me. Don't play with me. Don't do that.
Yeah, stupid questions. You win stupid prizes. Yeah. Hey,
that's not how it goes. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
Whatever. We have put it in and we have fixed it in my way.
Whatever.
Yeah, I mean, but yeah, this year we're gonna be doing it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You know, we're going to outside vibe. You know, usually I'm an indoor person. I like to celebrate my birthday.
He don't like to celebrate his birthday.
Yes.
I force him to celebrate his birthday.
She put it perfectly.
Speak honestly.
I am, when it comes to birthday business, I am an introvert.
More time the man going like you want to forget same man.
I sleep. I watch TV.
How could you not want to celebrate the day you came into the world? Like, I feel like that's the most amazing day for me. Like, my birthday is everything. Like, my birthday is a holiday. You know how I do birthday eve, which is the day before my birthday. I get prepped for my birthday. What?
That's stupid.
That's not, don't do that. Why you keep saying that?
Because what is a birthday eve?
If Christmas can't have Eve and New Year's can't have Eve, why me can't have Eve? Them no more than me.
Nonsense.
Why? Anyways, as I said, birthday eve. Birthday eve is usually the day where I get myself together. I get my hair done. Well, I don't usually go to a salon to do my hair. I usually do my hair myself. I get my hair done. I get my nails done. I get my toes done. I get my outfits ready. I make sure I look nice the day before. You know, the birthday eve, yeah, I feel look cute too. So,
nonsense.
Yeah.
Anywho, birthday I come up, and he's an introvert when it comes to birthday vibes. I'm not like her. I'm the opposite of all the excitement that you hear going on over there
Ain't
right
no
now.
excitement.
You know what I mean? I'm more like just chilling at the house. If me get a one spliff, burn a one spliff.
If you can get.
Just relax. Have a nice day with my wife. Watch your kids run around as usual. That's the normal day.
Exactly, the normal day.
Nothing outside of that. Take a few calls. My mother I got definitely link me. You know what I mean? My brother usually link me, like, definitely.
Hey, big up yourself,
You
big
know what I
head.
mean?
Today you're strong.
Yeah, as a matter of fact. The 14th.
Today's his birthday.
Robert, big up yourself.
Bless up yourself, Rob.
Yeah, we just feel like at the end of the day.
Oh, happy belated to your pops as well.
Yeah, for real. Yo, is that thing, September?
It's a lot of birthdays.
Yeah, September.
It's a lot.
Is our month.
And also on his birthday, which is the 20th, that's also my grandmother's birthday.
It's a thing.
So it's
Virgo Nation is a vibe. Virgo Nation. You know what I mean? Ajay, big up yourself. My brother was here strong the other day too.
Yeah, bless up Ajay, man. I don't want no Virgo Nation.
A Virgo Nation, man. No, whole heap of the man them in the group, in the STGC group.
Oh, jeez.
I've heard strong pan
in a September.
Yeah, Blight. Big up yourself, Blight. Blight strong the other day too. I think him and Ajay have the same day. Yeah, a couple of them on them well. I think I'm not sure if Chippy. But yeah, man. Organization.
And nothing can beat July, the best month of the year. It is what it is. Carry on.
Yeah. So, the thing is, me like a low-key vibe. I like low-key earth strong vibration. You know what I mean?
That's kind of
every day we celebrate the day them, I mean, as a day we give thanks for, Yeah, the birthday is special because, as you so rightly pointed out,
it's
the day you came into this realm.
And that's the best day in the world.
And, my mom could have decided otherwise, but she didn't. So I definitely do give thanks, you know what I mean? Don't think of it as being ungrateful. It's just my vibe, you know what I mean? I just like to have a low-key energy, you know what I mean? And I don't know why, it's just naturally that way. It's always been that way.
This year won't be that. I've been
as a child, we never normally celebrate birthdays and things like that as a child. Me can't remember having a birthday party and things like that.
Well, I didn't really have much birthday parties growing up.
Cake and things like that.
No, I had cake like almost every birthday, but as far as like the parties,
people tell you happy birthday, and that it's like
no.
How you grew up.
I want gifts. I want to go out to dinner. I want you to take me here. I want to do that. I want to be there. Like, I want it to be a whole event. Like, for my birthday, and even if it's not nothing a whole, fancy schmancy, just something where I could just chill and just reflect and just, have a good vibe. And that's what I plan to do.
People that love their birthday and enjoy it and celebrate it with.
And shout out to the ones out here that celebrating their birthday eves as well.
Yeah.
I see.
If I hear a thing that, a nonsense to me, but whatever.
Brother.
And big up to the people who like the low key vibe, you know what I mean? Yeah, got nothing wrong with that.
Shout out to the boring ones.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. We give thanks. But this year, we definitely are gonna do something different and a little bit more special than the norm. You know what I mean?
Yeah, 20 years is a big deal. So yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on in my brain at the moment. Also, we wanted to make honorable mention to the Ministry of Tourism and Culture. Tourism and Culture? I don't think that is a ministry. The Ministry of Tourism.
The big ballad
man. Big cruise line coming to the island. What day?
Monday morning, 8:30.
And on that same day,
no movement.
The rest of the country locked down. No movement day. You know what I mean? But these tourists were allowed to disembark and
enjoy the island
and go to resorts, so specific resorts you know. And I think
Dolphin Cove, swimming
while
with
I
dolphins.
understand that the show must go on, it have to be a balanced vibration.
Facts.
You know, it can't just be your shop of a lock and my virgin shop down the road just because I'm in the tourist industry and him think big and whatever the tourists love the resort, they will just make film thing open. You know what I mean? That is the only gripe I have with that.
You done?
Otherwise, I feel like the show must go on. We can't. It's illogical for things that we're going to just lock down the whole place and nothing going to go on and tourists have to stay upon this so and you have to, like keep it real. I go to shop the other day in the lockdown. You understand what I say? Andrew, let's come lock me up now. Me go to shop one day in the lockdown bedroom. You know, curfew. Me walk go shop. You understand what I say? I keep it 100. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day,
Jamaica just big as slack.
yeah, we talk about this lockdown and curfew and everybody will get up in them feelings. But really and truly, them same people I got the shop, go do what them have to do and get to them have to get in the lockdown.
Yeah, but at the same time,
so
it's not fair. No, it's not fair to the citizens of the country. And you know why I say that?
It's not fair
because you have people that is not from the country coming into the country. First thing, you're trying to mandate it, or you're trying to force or trying to push vaccination upon the people of your country. But still, you won't allow the citizens, the tourists that are coming in to be vaccinated. Those tourists that are coming into your country should be vaccinated just as much as the citizens in your country, if that's the case.
But Nikita,
no, listen to, hold on.
Or you go force other people to be vaccinated.
How are
other
you
people
forcing?
that are not your citizens.
But how are you
country.
forcing people in your citizen? How are you forcing the citizen of your country to be vaccinated?
Because
You're not
they're
taking,
citizens
but
of your
you're not
country.
taking care of the citizens of your country. The government, we see them driving around. They have the whole COVID van and everything. I don't have a problem with that. Go ahead and do your vaccination. Go ahead and get the blitz out as much people as you can if that's what you have to do to you know, better the nation or to keep everyone safe, if that's in your opinion. But my thing is, while you're doing so, if you're going to stop people from earning money, most Jamaicans live day to day. And if you're only going to allow them to work 2.5 days out of a whole 7-day work week for most people in Jamaica, or 6 days, because on Sundays most places are closed. So on a 6-day work week, you only have them working 2.5 days out of those 6 days, right? So when you have that, now you have them making less money. So when they don't have the money to get certain things, how is the country going to really do certain things? How are people going to survive? How are people going to be able to do what they have to do without the proper sufficient funds?
Understand what you mean.
While they're doing this with the truck, I'm not saying they can't. While they're doing this with the truck and the COVID vaccine thing and all that, they should be handing out care packages. Same way how you handing out vaccine, you hand out a care package. You hand out some money to the people, then you hand out a bag of groceries or a box of groceries, whatever it is that you have to do. But you can't want to stop people food in and expect everybody to sit down and be like, all right, cool, we're going to take it just so. I saw a video the other day, and I posted it on our IG page, where the Ministry of Health, Chris Tufton, is telling people, I guess they're in some area doing the whole vaccination blitz thing that they're doing right now across the island. And a few ladies were speaking to him on something, and he, you know, I guess they're kind of provoking him in certain type of way, or, you know, whatever it is. And one of the ladies said they need some water. A long time they don't have water in them community. And he's going to take the mic and turn to the ladies and say, "When I forget the vaccine first before they get water."
And they started serious.
It doesn't matter if you're serious or not. As a minister of health, that should not something that should be coming out of your mouth. You should have more respect for the citizens of Jamaica. That's how you show that they don't give two shits about the citizens of Jamaica. Because if you're a big professional and you're a doctor and you know how serious and severe you say this case is or this virus is, and you're going to make a lighthearted joke like that, even if you see it as lighthearted, it's very offensive to the people of the country. Because you're telling me that you're not going to give me water. Water, that's something that's man-made, that's God-given, something that everyone should have access to.
He was serious.
It doesn't matter if you're serious or not. That's not a joking matter. In a situation like this where the country with enough people do have running water, that's the problem. And it's not even like say it's just because of COVID now. People now have running water from how long?
Exactly.
How much years now? and the government still not try to tackle them issues there.
Exactly.
But them are run going
That
like
is
say
one of the
COVID and
issues.
one of the things that we are going most based on the island. There's other things that's affecting the island as well, and they need to take that into consideration when they're making these restrictions and stuff like that. They need to think about how is it going to affect the day-to-day people of Jamaica. How is it going to affect the people that live day by day, where they earn day by day? How is it going to affect them? All right, then, if we know, so we're going to lock down the country for 3 days. All right, 2 days being that Sunday is like really a no movement day anyways in Jamaica with no businesses. With most businesses, you know, I can understand you say, all right, you're going to give them a little change every week or something. I don't even think Jamaica got a stimulus. I don't even think the government have done anything for the country.
That's not true. That's not true.
Most people have not.
Last year stimulus run.
All right, them giving that stimulus. How much was the stimulus? Probably $20,000, $30,000, $40,000, the most.
Some people
that cannot,
get
but that
10,000.
cannot. But $10,000 is like
It's not
80
much.
US.
It's not
Exactly.
much.
So
Not
if
much.
you're gonna tell me that you're gonna stop my food stop me from making money to take care of my family, but you're not helping me in no other way, what do you expect?
That's true.
Like, that shit is crazy to
Alright,
me.
my
It's
thing is-
baffling. But
alright.
yet still your friends them can make money in the big tourist industries. Look at the people them at the craft market. We was watching on the news the other night.
Mm-hmm.
The people from the craft market, they told them that they were going to give them businesses while the crew's coming in, but yet still the craft market vendors made no money at all. There were no visitors, there were no tourists, nothing at all.
They didn't steer the visitors
exactly,
in the
because
craft
they
market
steered them
direction.
in the direction where their friends are getting the money.
And that is what.
And that's foolishness,
and that
because
is what-
these are the people that are being affected
that
by
is
the
what-
lockdown.
That is what, you know, most people are disgruntled about.
It's crazy. It's the disrespect. It's the
my
blatant
thing is-
disrespect for me.
Here's where I stand with this thing, and this is probably the final thing I got to say about, because I'm kind of tired of the whole vaccine, COVID business.
Yeah, but every day the government come and pull some dumbass stunts, so you got to talk about it.
My thing is, you know, we have come to a point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is not only in Jamaica but worldwide. But we speak about Jamaica, you know. We have come to a point where the country is more divisive, more than
That's
ever.
true. That's true.
You understand what I say? And it is divisive because we are allow ourselves to be divided on an issue that is very serious, but also an issue that, you know, common sense and temperament should be able to open your eyes and let you see that, you know, every man are gonna make him own decision. You shouldn't be trying to, you know, we can reason and have our own opinions.
Agree to disagree.
And still be cool. Still be calm, still be understanding, still be respectful of a person if he says, I want to take the vaccine because patriotic
my
reasons
family or whatever reason.
Yeah, whatever the reason is, and also vice versa. If a man say no want to take the vaccine because he wants to protect his body and he not trust it, it's everybody have them right to decide them.
But you see, the thing is, what I noticed,
and we're allowing the governments of this world to, on social media,
because I was just going to say, I don't think it's only COVID, it's just everything overall.
To divide us on an issue that we shouldn't be divided on. You know, we shouldn't, like, me and people are friends for years, and then all of a sudden COVID pop up, and because me no want to take it and you want to take it, we are cussing each other and we vex and with this and with that. You understand what I mean?
Everybody got to understand the levels of respect.
We have to be more tempered in our reaction to these things. Don't let these people use this issue to divide the nation. Don't let them do that. You understand what I say? Your brother same way, regardless if you want to take the vaccine, yes or no. Your sister same way. See?
But it's just people in general. I think like people just don't understand, like, it's okay to not agree with each other. in general, because I see that in like personal
Alright.
relationships within my life. Like people just don't
Yeah, but we
understand
don't
that, agree to
with each other,
disagree.
but we still are friends
Yeah,
and
but
family.
listen,
this
but that's what I'm
topic,
saying.
This
I don't think it's
COVID
only
business.
COVID. I don't think it's only COVID.
Well, speak
It's a
from
main
my
issue.
opinion.
It's a main thing.
Now, speak from my observation.
Okay.
This vaccine issue,
Mm-hmm.
seeing they are using this vaccine thing to divide nations across the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if a man say no one get vaccinated, it has become a big issue.
And
like,
next man want cuss and want
yeah,
argument.
like I mean, look how
my
long
life.
people don't want to get vaccinated for.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many unvaccinated people across the world.
Mm-hmm.
There's vaccines that I have not taken.
And I don't think people should consider another person
And nobody
selfish.
never did that consider me selfish.
Yeah,
them
because
time.
I hear a lot of people saying that now. You need to stop being selfish and think about other people. Okay, I understand that, and I kind of see where they're coming from when they say you can't be selfish when it comes to stuff like that. However, when I put myself in this position, right, and if I say I don't want to take it and I feel bullied into taking it, and then I go and take this now and something happens to me, God forbid, who is going to be there to take care of my kids? I know I can't call on the government. I can't call on none of y'all. So who do you think is the person that's really suffering from not taking the vaccine? Like, I don't think that people should be judging. Oh,
We just
because
need-
you don't want
we
to
just
take
need
it,
to-
you're selfish and you're this and you're
You
that.
just need to have understanding.
I just feel like people
That-
just need to respect people's decisions.
Yeah.
You can agree
Just
to disagree. I don't
understanding.
have to do
That's it.
everything you do. I don't have to agree with what you want to
That's
do.
it. We don't have to argue and want to fight each other and then we are use this now for lock out people from going to business place and this and that. Like,
People
Think.
talking about, oh, you can't come to my house unless you're vaccinated.
they're using this thing to divide nations.
Yeah.
You know, so the people need to understand that. Think for yourself.
If you want
Realize
to
that
get
this is happening.
vaccinated, you do so.
Nobody is, me personally, me not care if you get a vaccine.
Exactly.
And I'm pretty sure
Do what's best for you and yours.
other people don't. But because it's such a heightened issue right now, pandemic, this, that, rare, people are get all up in them feelings and it's becoming so divisive. You understand what I say? And that is my main concern, because when you divided, you're weak. And so many things
I just posted
can
that on
be
our IG
instilled.
page yesterday. The united
You know?
we stand, divided we fall.
Yo, we have to be mindful, man. And that is the last thing we want to say about vaccine and COVID. And I'm tired.
It's not gonna be the last, but
I'm
it
good.
It ain't gonna be the last.
I'm good.
'cause
It's the
this is
last
something
thing I
that-
want to say about it, man.
It's crazy because, as you said, people are really getting divisive and people are really getting into confrontation with their family and friends over this
Yeah, man, it's
foolishness.
stupid.
And it's like, Negro, you ain't worried about how many other vaccines I done got, yes or no, so why the hell you so pressed about this one? Like, fall back and relax. You do what you want
And
to
vice
do.
versa. Why you worry about
Exactly.
whether a man want to take the vaccine?
Exactly.
Thing.
It ain't your
None of
business.
your business. You understand what I say? Like, come on, man. Let's move on with this, man.
Exactly.
There's so many other things.
Have
And Zinga
respect.
thing, we'll still not hear about that
Oh
yet.
yeah, we still ain't hearing none. The
We not
police
hear
them
about
still
them
ain't come
Zinga
forth
thing.
and bring forth nothing yet.
No,
Saying, where's the
man.
video? Weren't
Man,
they supposed to
dad
bring
said
the
them never
video?
come with man, me hear police say there is proof that the girl is lying. And it will be coming out in the public shortly. And I know, over a month now it happened.
Because they're hoping that people forget about
Over
it.
a month now with Nzinga, them trim, police trim the little Rasta girl, Nzinga. And we still not see no proof, no evidence, we not hear nothing.
No justice.
Contrary
no
to the
nothing.
facts of what's happened, of what we have heard so far. Why go on with that? That get drowned in this whole vaccine and vaccine.
COVID
You understand
done
what I'm saying?
knocked out everything.
Serious things still happen.
Listen, Jamaica, we just had 18 murders within 48 hours on the island.
Oh,
18 murders.
yeah.
And we had 2 COVID deaths. But yet still COVID is the
Still a
lead.
dominate. Come on, man.
That
Be
shit
wise.
don't make no sense.
Be wise. Be wise. Me stop post about COVID long time. We're not gonna ever post nothing about
I
COVID.
posted something the other day
I
on a
think that-
podcast page, and these randos just started going off, and I'm like, I gave y'all a little second, but I'm not going to give you too much of my time. My dinner was done. Everything was good. So I was like, all right, I was chilling. So let me just give y'all a little bit of my time. But I'm like the back and forth. I'm not going to argue with you about my opinions. My opinion is my opinion. Yours is yours. You don't have to follow what I say. You don't have to follow what I do. I'm not a medical professional. You do not need to take any advice from me. This is just my opinion and how I feel about the situation. So if you don't like it, you keep scrolling. If you don't like it, change the channel, turn it off, don't listen. But don't come at me with no bullshit, because the next time I can send on the back up and on the mother and I'm not gonna like it. But yes, now topic of the day.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Topic of the day.
Topic of the day. Today I wanted to discuss deadbeat mothers.
Okay.
Would you date a woman that...
I mean, nobody now gonna date no knowingly deadbeat.
No, that's lie. That's a lie, because I know a few women that date deadbeat fathers. I know a few women. I know that the man have children or a child, and he's not taking care of the child for whatever reason.
But you see how quick the conversation changed, and we don't even start talk about it yet.
Yeah, but you're telling me that nobody would date that type of person. I'm telling you, I know people, I know females who date.
But we're not.
Okay, but I don't know anybody who. All right, go on, Kai. You just.
It's so quick the topic change. We don't even start talk about the deadbeat mothers them yet.
Deadbeat mothers.
And we gone in a deadbeat father already. You see that? I wonder if we really pay attention to what going on in the earth. Anyway.
Because there's more deadbeat dads than there is mothers. And I'm going to always say this shit. Like, you keep doing this. Like, I'm going to keep saying it over and over again.
Yeah, but the topic is deadbeat mothers.
Yeah, but so you asked me a question and I was responding to what you were saying.
About the fathers?
You asked me, you said no one would date a deadbeat mother. And I'm saying yes, they would, because women date deadbeat fathers all the time. That's what I said. That's how we... Brother, stop one. I can't come play games with me right now. Stop it.
Wow.
Would you date a woman that's not taking care of her child, whether she's physically there, financially there, whatever the situation is? Or have you ever dated a woman?
What constitutes
a deadbeat is
woman we are talking about.
A deadbeat mother is a mother that is not there for her child, that just abandoned the child or just relinquish all rights to taking care of the child or just being a guardian for that child.
I mean, we have to understand, well, me personally, you know, people abandon children for various reasons. You know what I mean? Whether it be financially or emotionally or whatever the reason is. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? There is no right or wrong in a certain situations. You know what I mean? Emotionally, you might feel like you cannot take care of the child.
So don't have
financially,
it.
You can't take care of the child.
Don't have it.
You know, you maybe you wanted to feel the joy of having a child and bringing a child in the earth. So what's the purpose you want? You know, you brought that child in the earth, and then, you know, the reality set in for you. So you know, really and truly, you can't care for this child. Mm-hmm. And you didn't take the child's life. Appreciate that and respect that. But at the same time, you know, you find yourself in a position where you cannot take care of the child. So you turn over the responsibilities to someone else. It's not really a bashing person. Certain people deserve bashment. Well, bashment. That's what I was about to say, bashment. Certain people deserve bashing. For sure. But you know, we sometimes we have to look deep into certain things and understand why a woman, because you really find women really doing stuff like that, like neglecting children. You know, it's rare. Me can agree with you with that. You know what I mean? You really find women doing that. And when a woman would do something like that, I think, my opinion, I'm not no doctor or none. My opinion is, she realized that she cannot take care of a child. And so she turned over the responsibilities to someone that she think is gonna do what she couldn't do. And like me said, she could have take the child's life, but she didn't do that. She,
in terms of like abortion,
or otherwise, some people do stuff like that. People leave children in the garbage and shit like that. You know what I mean? But if in that instant the way you do something like that, then we can't look for you. But if in an instant where you have a child and you grow the child, but you realize that you can't take care of the child, or the child needs to be taken care of, and you bring the child to a grandmother or whatever.
For me, as a
and you're still there, you're still present, certain way, but overall you can't give the child the love and whatever she need, emotionally, financially, whatever, all of the alleys. I mean, I would find something inside of me for maybe look past that. More than my child with you, I wouldn't have kids with you. But at the end of the day, would I reason with you and find out why, and get to understand where you come from with the decisions that you made. Wouldn't be the judgmental person. That's just not something that I would do. You have to get to the
for me,
the
I think that for women, we are nurturers, we are providers, we are caretakers, and I feel like as a woman, being pregnant is a feeling that is indescribable, where that connection that you build with the child that's growing inside of you. For me as a mother, I find it to be selfish for a woman to just leave her child like that.
Definitely.
Like, I don't care what it is that you're going through. If you don't understand how to be a mother, you learn. You grow with that child and you learn with that child. I feel like a child will understand more if a mother would say, all right, I don't know how to do this parenting thing, but we're going to do it together, and I'm going to learn, and I'm going to be the best that I can be, instead of just saying, okay, well, I don't want to have to deal with this responsibility right now, so I'm just going to put it off in somebody else's hand, because that's how I see it. I know there's a lot of reasons why women do, step out of their children or child's life. It could probably be a child that was born out of incest or rape or, anything. If it's a situation like that, then I could understand to a degree. But however, I still feel like as a woman and as a mother,
yeah, why?
I could understand to a degree if it's out of if it's out of rape or something like that. But if it's in a situation like us and we have a child together, and I just one day get up and say, you know what, I don't want to do this anymore, and I just leave, that's selfish as fuck.
Yeah, but there must be something mentally.
It doesn't matter what it is mentally.
Why
my
you
thing
get up and
is,
say you can't do this no more?
You do not turn your back on your child. You could turn your back on anybody else in this world, in my opinion, but when it comes to your kids, you have to be that fort for them. It don't matter what you're going through, even if you have mental issues. You should have thought about that before you got pregnant.
Yeah, but
you should have thought about those things, like these things. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's responsibility that comes with parenting. It's not just saying, okay, like we have to think about every time you have a sexual encounter, it could be a possibility that you can have a child. So you have to think about that and say, okay, well, is this something that I really do want? And you have to be responsible from the jump. You can't bring a child into the world and then have this innocent life that's just there and dependent on you to care for them and nurture and to teach them about the world, and then you just being selfish within your own ways, within whatever's going on with you. Get help, get professional help. If you have mental issues, go and see a psychiatrist. If you feel like you need somebody to talk to, if you don't have a spouse, if you have family members, you go to them. You try to find that group that's going to keep you grounded, that's going to help you to be able to take care of that child. But for me, I feel like any woman that just get up and just leave her child just like that, that's some selfish shit. It's selfish.
I agree to a point, but does not feel like no woman ever does get up and leave them child just like
it
that.
Happens.
You know what I mean?
All right, there's a case. All right, I don't know personally the mother and the daughter, but there's a celebrity, Kenya Moore. She's on Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was like a Miss USA, I think, in the 90s. And she's been on a few like sitcom shows or whatever, but she's documented her journey with her mom, or sort of, on the show like a couple years ago, where she tried to. And her mom wouldn't have a conversation with her. She went to her mom's house. She said ever since she was a little girl, like, her mom never dealt with her. Her mom would see her at events. Like, she'll be around at family events and stuff like that, and she don't speak to her. She don't, nothing. She just act like she's not there. Family members have also, attested to this situation and said, well, yeah, this is how their relationship has been. She had camera crew, went to her mom's house, knocked on the door. The mom wouldn't answer. She tried to talk to her mom several times after that, from what, was recorded on the show and what she had stated outside of the show. And her mom just don't want to have anything to do with her. And her mom, from what they said, like, the reason is she just wasn't ready to have a child when she had her. That's selfish as hell. Even as an adult, as an older woman, your child is a grown-ass woman now, and you still wouldn't find it in your heart to say, let me open my heart to this child, and this is a child that I brought into this world? That's some evil, that's some crazy evil shit.
A different story, for sure. That's definitely a scenario that you can look and say that's definitely selfishness, what I mean? But mother, overall, right, I just think that, as a man, we understand women to a certain point, right? I feel like the majority of women that do abandon children is because of recklessness or selfishness to a high degree. Selfishness is in it, but I can also understand that maybe you're going through something at a point in time, and you feel like this, like you can give the child a better opportunity.
So you shouldn't have had that child.
Yeah, but you're past that stage already, Nikita. The child is here, so we're not talking about.
So you sit down and you take care of your responsibilities.
Yeah, but if you're in the situation that you feel that you cannot.
There's been times. All right, there was a time where you weren't around, and I was going through my depression. There were a lot of things inside of me where I felt like, okay, I couldn't be a great mom. Tafari was a young baby. He was like 1 or 2, and I was going through a lot. And there was no point in time where I said, you know what, okay, I'm just going to leave them because this is too much for me.
Nikita, I understand what you say, right? And you're speaking about
and I was going through something mentally.
For you. But not everybody is on that level. Not everybody is on that level of mental maturity. But we have to get to that level, and that's what I'm saying. Understand also that
we can't just be immature when it comes to our children's lives like that.
Not everybody have the support.
I didn't have any support when it came to that situation because I didn't. No one knew what I was.
The family around them.
I didn't have any, but that's what I'm saying to you. Remember, I was in Florida by myself. I didn't have anyone there where I could say, okay, I could lean on this person, or I can do this, or I had someone there to help me out with the kids when I needed a break. It wasn't like that.
That's a specific situation to you. Not everybody is in the same situation.
But that's what I'm saying. I did not give up. So why is it that?
Because everybody is not you.
Okay, everyone is not me, but my point is,
everybody deal with situations different.
I understand that, but my point is, as a mother, you have to make that your deal. There is no, okay, I'm going to step back or I'm going to not be here. You must. As a mother, if a father can take himself away, a mother's not supposed to have that right. If them want to do that, it's not even a right. If them want to do that, carelessness to them can do that and not be a part of their child life. But I feel like as a mother, and you bring a child into this world, I don't care what it is that you're going through. In a business where you go through, you figure that shit out and you take care of your youths. Them, you make sure you're there for your child.
Right, me say, I understand your point of view, and it is the point of view that I would take, as a father. But then I also have room to understand the people that don't take that route.
Yeah, I don't have no room for it.
And there are many reasons why a person might feel the way they feel that would push them to make a decision to turn over parental rights, to others. You know what I mean? You're past the stage of having the child is here. Now, whatever
Yeah,
the
but you
scenario
having a
is in
child and
your
then you're
midst,
just saying, okay, well, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't feel like I can. I feel like that's a cop out. I feel like
It
that's
is.
you just
It is at the
giving
end of
up
the day.
easily and not trying. Like, you got to be there for your kids. There's no ifs, ands, or but about it. As a
It is
mother,
at the end of the
I
day.
can never look at my kids and be like, you know what? We can't bother with this and I'm done.
You
And
know, I
just
go do
walk
that.
away.
I agree with that. I mean, I go do that either.
Like,
But
that shit is wild.
I can
crazy.
also understand why a woman.
Me
would-
can't see it. Me
Me
can't
can
not
understand.
understand.
You can understand.
Just as how I don't understand how a father can walk away from his child, I don't understand how a mother could walk
You
away
can
from their
understand.
child.
And everybody can handle the pressure.
But listen, but that's what
And-
I'm saying.
and-
If you
and at
cannot
the end
handle
of
the
the
pressure,
day-
you take that responsibility not to put yourself in that situation.
Baby,
It's all
already,
about
you
being
are
responsible.
already in the situation. We're not talking about putting yourself in the situation. The situation is already here.
So
Not
if the
everybody
situation is
can-
already here, you sit your ass down and
Not
you take
everybody
you
can
carry your
handle that.
responsibility.
And for the people that
But you-
cannot handle that, I can understand why. Because at the end of the day,
I
you're
can't
going to put a
understand it.
child now in a danger. You're going to deprive a child of whatever it is a child deserves to get. And you
No.
know you cannot provide it.
No.
You know within
It's
yourself.
about you sitting there and you learning, you figuring it out. You not just walking away saying I can't do
That
it. You
is
figuring
true.
it out.
That
That's
is-
what it's about, and that's what
that
parenting is. There is no handbook to parenting to say, okay, well, this is what you have to do, and who's better parent than who's not. It's all about you learning and growing with your child.
That
so
is
if
true.
you're gonna give that up and say, okay, well, I don't feel like doing this no more, you ain't shit.
That is true.
You
but
ain't shit.
you have some situations and scenarios again.
As I said, I
That-
can understand if it's because of a rape, why you don't want a
There are
child
some
or something like
situations
that.
and scenarios again.
And as I said, those situations I can understand. But for you to just say, I don't want to do this or I can't do this anymore, I feel like this is too much for me, that's some bullshit.
It is. But
That's some bullshit.
in
There's
the
no
interests.
if I know it's bullshit, if I'm co-signing sucker shit, you a sucker too. So if you sitting there saying that it's okay,
in the
you
interest,
understand. Nah.
in the interest of the child, right? We
You
understand.
sit there and be a better parent and
Then
figure that
if
shit
you
out.
know you're not gonna figure it out, then you do what you got to do.
So that's a choice. That's not you trying. That's you making that conscious decision saying that you're not going to do so.
You
It's
have to
not
make-
you saying that,
you all
okay.
have to make conscious decisions.
Yeah, but
of
that's
course.
not the decision that you want to make. If you're supposed to be a parent, you don't make that decision after the child is here saying, okay, I don't want this no more. That's why I'm saying the responsibility comes in from the jump. If you know that you don't want kids, you take prevention and you make sure that you don't go that route to have that child.
And
If you
again,
know, say you're in the vibe, so that why the freak you gonna bring a child into this world and then just turn your back on it?
and again,
That's some bullshit.
and again, I agree. But also, it comes to the point now where, all right, what are you gonna do? You can't deal with this no further. In the interest of this child,
You go get therapy and you figure out what the fuck you got to do for your child and not walk away from your child, because guess
and when
what?
you do, and when you do the
leave
therapy,
that,
and when you do the therapy and the therapy no work, then what you do?
how you sure that the therapy is not going to
How
work?
you sure it gonna work?
But it's a possibility that it can. So why don't you
Right.
take that chance and figure it out then without saying, okay, I'm not going to do nothing at all and just walk
And then
away?
if it don't work, then
But if it don't work, at least you tried. But where you not trying and you just saying, okay, I can't do
So-
this and just walk away,
so
you're a piece of shit. I'm not saying
therapy.
I'm not saying therapy alone is the only way to try, but if you're
Okay.
saying someone cannot do it mentally, if you're not in the space mentally to do something, you're gonna need that push. You're gonna need someone to help you to get out of that space mentally. A therapist,
And who was the person that helped you get out of that space mentally?
the person that helped me to get out of that space.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I didn't really have anyone. It was just my medication and me just praying and just doing what I have to do, getting back into myself. And just understanding that this is a decision that I made. I wanted to be a parent. I had these children. So I can't just get up and say, okay, I'm not going to take care of y'all. I'm just going to leave y'all and have y'all thrown into the wolves or into the system or to family members who probably don't even business or care about y'all. No, I'm not going to do that. So I decided that I had to fix myself. And that's what I'm saying. If you're a parent, there is no, I don't want to do this. You fix that shit. Because you're going to be leaving these kids out here to be fucked up in the world, having other people teaching your kids some shit that you probably don't even agree with. And you don't want that. You could have your kids, you have this child, right? Then this child go into the system. They're being molested. And you're giving your child a whole bunch of unnecessary trauma that you could have tried easily by just trying. You could have tried to eliminate that just by doing that one therapy session or two or whatever it is. figuring out, getting to yourself, even to say, okay, let me have my kids go with my family members for a month or 2 or even a year, just to get myself together. But you just saying as a mother, you don't want to do it. That's some bullshit. You're
Definitely.
a piece of shit.
I agree with that.
As a woman, you're a piece of shit if you do something like that.
I agree with
There's
that.
no ifs, ands, or but. There's no going around it. As I said, the only way I could be lenient or feel not too, a certain way towards that person is if, as I said, it's a situation where it's rape or incest.
There.
Exactly. There's
Always.
certain
And we have
situations.
to understand
But if you
the situation
try,
before we come to a judgment.
my
It's
thing
not
is,
really a
if you're just
judgmental
gonna give
process.
up, I'm gonna judge you. You see, if you're trying and you're figuring out things and you're growing with that child and you're saying, okay, I'm not gonna turn my back on you, I'm gonna work.
Either way.
But listen, exactly, you're gonna face your judgment either way. So I'm not gonna sit here and I know that's judgment you're gonna get. So I'm not gonna sit here and play nice with you, like, okay, and be around you and be friends. Like, I could never be friends with a girl that don't take care of her kids. Like, I could never. None of my friends, none of my family members, like, if you don't take care of your kids as a female, for me, it's like, you're a piece of shit. Me know of woman where, no.
Depends on the scenario. If you're there floss and I do this and I do that and I go on that bag.
Yeah, but me know woman with them. Me know woman with them things there.
You know, take care of
I know females who do stuff like that and them might take care of man. Hold on, them might take care of man and them not take care of them picnic. Like, I know females because there's more than one of them. I know females who will literally, like, their kids ask them for food, them no want cook, them no want, but make the man go ask them, or tell them, say them hungry, them fly up and I cook dinner, 3-course meal, 5-course meal, everything for the man, but they won't do the same for their child. It's some bullshit.
Definitely.
So women like that, you can't get no respect from me.
No respect.
Like, there's no respect. You're gonna put a man before your child and then make him feel like, say, especially a man that's not even your damn husband. A man where I beat you, a man where I give you a bun. Like, come on. That shit is ridiculous.
Most definitely.
But there's no, for me, I don't see me looking past most women who are just saying, okay, they just don't want to be there, or them can't bother. That's some careless shit to me.
That's reckless. But if there's a solid reason.
If there's a solid reason
there.
Of course.
Then we have to explore that.
Of course, because everyone goes through different situation in life, and things can be a deterrent factor for how you live your life and how you move about certain things. So trust me, I understand that, but my thing is the way how you said it was like, oh, as long as them just do it them one and just left the picnic, that's fine. That kind of, I don't know.
That's what you got, as usual. You get what you want to get. You nitpick and find whatever you want to find.
Anyways, let us know what you guys think about this topic. Go over to our social media pages and, jump over into the conversation and let us know. Please, as I said before, early into the show, make sure you guys go over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm Black Red Square Official. Also, make sure you guys follow us on all streaming platforms, on Instagram, Music and Marriage Podcast. We thank you guys so much for your viewership. We thank you so much for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I am your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm Black Red Square. Merch up, people. Merch up. It's out. You know what I mean?
Wow, good people.